Good afternoon. This is Greg Foster of Sports Head Radio, 105.9 FM. And today I have Anthony Johnson on the line. Anthony, you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
We're going to be discussing the heightened awareness of concussions, affected concussions in the NFL over an extended period of time, with all the heightened awareness of head injuries and the rule changes now. We're going to talk to a former player here and their feelings and effects. Anthony, how long did you play in the NFL?
I played in the NFL for about 11 seasons. I started off on the Atlanta Falcons and then got traded to the Seattle Seahawks.
And how many concussions would you say you sustained over that period of time?
I would say I had about 20 to 30 concussions.
Now, were those concussions that were diagnosed, or looking back on it, knowing the effects and the symptoms of concussions, you say you had 20 to 30. So were they actually diagnosed, or knowing what you know now, you had 20 to 30 concussions?
I mean, knowing what I know now, I knew that I know that I had about 20 to 30 concussions. So,
and is it a fair assumption to say very few of those were actually diagnosed on the sideline and then subsequently kept you out of action for the rest of the game?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question? My memory's a little shot, so, sometimes people have to repeat things to me.
I asked, were your concussions, if not diagnosed on the sideline? I said, was it a fair assumption that most of your perceived concussions, were they not diagnosed on the sideline properly, and you were able to go back in and subsequently continue playing?
Oh yes, most definitely. I would go on the sideline and they'd look at me, look me in my eyes and say, "You good?" And I'd be like, "Yes, coach. Yes, coach. I'm okay. I'm good to play." And I go back out there and I play. I do plays where I would get tackled back to back, and nothing would seem different to me, but I was still, all in all, have a serious concussion. But at the time, I didn't know.
Okay, and while we're on the subject, what are some of the effects now that? And well, let's backtrack. You played from 1970 to 1980, correct?
Yes, sir.
So during that time, or after that time, what are some of the effects you feel now? You retired in 1980. That's 34 years ago. So what are some of the physical effects that you feel now today?
I mean, well, my nervous system is a little shot, so it causes me to, twitch occasionally. You know, I gained Alzheimer's disease. I have chronic depression, and my occipital nerves, and it causes my eyes to be real bad. So I have to wear glasses, and it causes me to forget things. So I have to write things down constantly. I have to make videos for myself. It's really hard dealing with this, but I have people behind me to support and help me along the way.
Okay, and how do you feel when you see the rule changes? Obviously, you can't hit quarterback in the head at no point, and those type of rule changes versus guys you played against, Terry Bradshaw and Fran Tarkenton, Archie Manning. Guys got chased around pretty good and beat up pretty good, which obviously the rules wouldn't allow that today.
It makes me real happy to see that they're taking more caution about the safety of these young boys out here. Because back in my day, we didn't have all the fancy technology. We just had, one person on the sideline who, like I said before, would tell us, "Are you okay? Are you clear?" And we would say, "Okay." Nowadays, I've been listening and watching, and they'll tell these young guys, if they have had a head injury on the field, they would bring them off the field and run tests and take them into the locker room, and they wouldn't come out for the rest of the game. Now, guys I play with, we would play with broken ankles. Play one of my guys I played with, he, had 30 stitches and still went back out there and played the rest of the game. Nowadays, one of these young cats go out there and have 30 stitches, or he'll be out for 3, 4, 5, almost the rest of the season. But we didn't have all of that, so it makes me real happy to see that they are caring about these young boys' health, and and it makes me feel real good. Sorry, it makes me feel real nice.
Okay. Anthony, speaking of the NFL taking care of the players, there was a lawsuit filed, class action lawsuit filed. Settlement was over $700 million. Were you a part of that lawsuit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I was.
Okay, so you're expecting settlement, but it doesn't. It from what I gathered, the NFL didn't admit any negligence in settling the lawsuit. That was part of the verbiage of the settlement. How do you feel about that?
I mean, well, when they told me, Anthony, this lawsuit has been filed, and they told me I would be getting a part of the settlement, I didn't really know how to take it because, I did the things that I did. I told the coach that I was okay because back in the day, it's something that you did. It was for the love of the game. You kind of felt bad if you left your teammates out there to defend for themselves. So, with me taking the money, it kind of made me feel a little comforting that they cared about me. They still care about me. I will receive $5 million because over the years I have attained Alzheimer's disease and chronic depression. So it 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 makes me feel it makes me, what am I trying to say? I'm sorry, Greg. It's these concussions and mess with my memory. What I'm really trying to, what'd you say? I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying not a problem. Our time is about up, though.
Okay.
But I want to let the viewers, not the viewers, but the listeners and the viewers, actually, in this case, know we're talking to former NFL great Anthony Johnson, and we're discussing the effects of concussions when they go undiagnosed. This is Greg Foster for Radio 105.9, Sports Head Radio. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you, Greg. You too.